entry for young animators and storytellers is way too high. So Animate Me empowers kids to turn their diverse imaginations into a visual story. Sprout provides us for the first time with a physically immersive user experience. So our software lets them scan in objects from their environments, even themselves and their friends, into their animation, while Sprout's touchscreen technology makes assembling their stories hands-on and intuitive, like no animation software that's come before it. Animate Me is clean and simple self-expression for kids. Thank you.
This is the basic interface for Animate Me, and you can see here this is the vertical screen that's essentially the video player portion of it, and then the bottom screen is the design portion of it, so this is where people will make their things. On the side we can see this sort of almost an emoji format thing, if you're used to that, in which there are different drawers that can be pulled out, and these drawers will have, so for instance, the head drawer is full of different heads, and so on and so forth. At the bottom, currently open drawer is this camera, and the camera has a basic camera. This is interfacing with the normal SDK, and so that SDK it actually launches an external application that just saves images, and then if you click the normal one, then this is just like the main image, so it'll just take a regular photograph of everything on this mat, and then if you use the puzzle piece, that's just a segmented version of it, so getting multiple segments saved. And then from there, we have these reset general buttons, plus deleting frames and so on. So I'll go ahead and probably start to demo just adding some frames. So I'm gonna put on something here, and let's just take a picture of that. Now it'll launch that external thing. It's a little bit clunky for that, as you can tell, since it's launching a separate interface. Now you have a frame, and I'll start to crush this a bit. And I'll just use a mouse since it's a little bit easier for presentation. Now I've got a second frame, and you can see that it's started to animate already. And it's just going to loop through these frames back and forth while it's playing. And can keep going. Okay, so on the technology side of things, we have, this is all built using Unity, and Unity doesn't actually have support for multi-screen Metro apps, so we just have one large thing that's just kind of stretched out, which is, it's not beautiful, but it works for now. There's planned support for that in the future. As for the person with the arms and head and legs and so on, that's built in using a mesh in Unity, and one of our guys made that mesh, and you can just basically add sprites to the different components of the body. And for this, it's just a repeating animation set of images that are each saved as textures.